Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea and Banter with me. It's me, Mary Elizabeth, and today I have a special guest, my grandson William.
Yeah.
Can you say hello?
Hello.
So, a video that's going to be coming up is a video about some of my all-time favorite books, why they're my favorite, and it will be a small sampling because I probably will need to do some more of those in the future, but William wanted to come on and do his own little video of what he likes to read, and that is mangas, and I'm not as familiar with those. And so he wanted to come on and kind of talk about that and provide some recommendations and why he thinks it's great to read manga, as well as I think there's some perception of mangas and anime being a cartoon or like a comic book or things like that. So he's going to talk about all of that. And so I'm going to turn it over to him so that we can learn something. So go ahead.
So I took some notes here. I wrote something down. I have notes, whatever you want to call them. But so the series that I'm talking about first right now is Naruto. I don't know if everyone's probably heard of it. Almost everyone, I think. And that's the first volume. But Naruto was my first anime ever. My uncle introduced it to me a couple years ago, right? I don't remember how old I was, and I've seen the whole thing to this date. I've seen all 700 episodes, 720 odd so episodes. And something that I really love about Naruto is he's an outcast in his village due to the fact that he has something called the nine-tailed fox inside of his body, fictional, like his body. And that's a nine-tailed demon spirit kind of thing. And because of that, everyone hates him for it, because before the nine-tailed fox was sealed into him,
No, I'm listening to you.
It attacked the entire Hidden Leaf village and killed countless people. So everyone hates him for it, but there's really nothing he can do about that. And he's training to become a ninja because he wants to become, in his words, the greatest Hokage there ever was, so that everyone will stop treating him terribly and treat him with respect, and so he can be the most powerful ninja in his world. And what?
Are the mangas different than the anime? Is there any difference?
Yes and no.
Okay, like Harry Potter, the movies naturally had to cut some scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like that.
Yeah, and there are some different things in the manga,
You don't have to say exact. I just was wondering.
I haven't read
is there more in the anime?
Yeah,
in the mangas?
Certain things in the manga happen that don't happen in the anime.
Okay.
Like for example, in the manga, manga and anime, obviously the anime takes longer because they have to wait weekly and everything, so it's an obvious thing. But in the manga, if you read the manga, you'll find out things faster than you would in the anime. It'll take roughly hundreds of episodes to find something out about this character and that character, when in the manga you probably find it out in 10, 15 volumes. So it's pretty faster, and there's no filler. Filler is content that they make say they catch up with the manga. Well, to let the manga get ahead of them, they make filler arcs, things that didn't happen in the manga. And so that's the difference, really. There are differences, in another manga I'm gonna talk about soon, Yu Hakusho. The main character Yusuke in the anime, I showed you the pilot, but how he throws around candy, instead he smokes in the manga. In the manga he was smoking.
Okay.
So there's differences like that, like censorships and stuff like that. But I did write here. We can either leave it in or not. But there's where did I write it? There's a YouTuber
Okay.
I'm not quoting him or anything, so I'm not putting his name in it, but who has an opinion that Naruto is like the most privileged child ever, like in all of anime.
Okay.
And
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't, because I already wrote my response to that basically. Now though, basically now those people who have seen even a single episode of Naruto will know that's just objectively untrue, because like how in my opinion, how is he privileged if he doesn't everyone he ever loved is dead basically, except for the new characters that he'll eventually meet, but like his parents, or well, it's not really spoilers because you find that out literally like in 10 minutes, so I guess kind of spoilers, but not really. But basically his parents are dead and he lives by himself. Don't know how that works because rent, food, whatever, but anime. But like his parents are dead, and no one likes him. Like everyone in the village hates him basically, except for the third Hokage and Uruka, his sensei from the academy. But basically everyone hates him and everyone's mean to him. This is everyone. And the only way he gets like strong, the way he gets strong, like super powerful, is because of all the hard work he put into everything. Like you can say, oh, the Nine-Tailed Fox did that, or it's because of that, but without his hard work, the Nine-Tailed Fox wouldn't even be able to kick in, like, because it's the demon that wants to kill him. Like, so even when I can't, spoiler sake, I can't answer that, but even when he does things, it's because all the hard work he put into it. So,
yep.
I consider him to not. I personally, a lot of people might disagree with me, but I think Sasuke was more privileged just because. Sure, Sasuke is like, which is another thing you find out like the first episode, so it's not really spoilers, but his whole family was murked by someone, killed by someone. And I won't say who due to spoiler's sake, but he wants revenge for that. But other than that, everything else that goes wrong in his life is all his fault and all of his own actions. Other than that scenario I just said. Because like in everything he does, like when he's powerful, it's not because he worked hard for it, it's because he was born that way. Like his clan is the Uchiha clan, and they're born with the Sharingan, which is like a special eye or whatever, and it lets them like be basically better than everyone at everything. So he's just good at everything. There's nothing he's bad at, where unlike Naruto, where Naruto's bad at everything basically.
Okay.
Basically bad at everything.
So before you move on to your next one, what is the difference between a manga and a cartoon or a comic book?
Well, for a cartoon mainly, because comic books, I know there are like adult comic books.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know there's adult comic books, so I won't. It's harder to explain for adult comic books. But for cartoon or anime, cartoons are mainly for young kids and stuff like that. Anime and manga is they touch on more heavier stuff like growing up with broken homes, or Naruto, as in fact his parents are dead. Sasuke, where his entire clan was killed, like everyone attached to the Uchiha name was dead except for him. Where like stuff like that, like much darker stuff, and they allow alcohol, which isn't really in cartoons. I don't think. Pretty sure, but that's really the major differences. And like obviously it's Japan, so like there's more Japan history and stuff like that in mangas and animes. But yeah. Okay. That's a lot of the differences.
So that's one of your first recommendations. Yeah. If someone did not read manga, you would recommend
Naruto, Volume 1.
Okay. All right. And your next one?
Oh, sorry. Gotta go over here. Hold on. I'll put that at the bottom now. That's that I've already touched on. Now my next one would be One Piece.
Ooh, One Piece Luffy.
Yeah. And One Piece is an anime about Luffy, and who's the guy with Straw Hat, main character. It's about Luffy, and his dream is to become King of the Pirates. And King of the Pirates is basically like you obtained everything in life. Basically, like you get the world's greatest treasure. At least in the context of this show. And the original King of the Pirates, named Gold D. Roger, again, I don't really consider spoilers because you find it out in like the beginning, and like the first episode. The original King of the Pirates was executed for being a pirate because being a pirate in the One Piece world is illegal. But our main character Luffy wants to be King of the Pirates, of course, and so he sets off with a rowboat. He doesn't even have a boat, and he recruits his crew as he goes, like to the islands. As he goes to specific places, he gets new crew members. Sometimes he doesn't get anyone. But, yeah, and things I know there are takes on people that also hate Luffy because they're other people's words, dumb, stupid, and only likes to eat, and that's it. That's his character. That's what a lot of people say, but that's not really true, in my opinion, because Luffy, yes, he's not the smartest, but he is emotionally intelligent. I can't really explain fully as thoroughly as I would like to due to spoiler's sake, but he is technically stupid, but not really, if that makes any sense. And yes, he does love to eat, but that doesn't make him a bad character. Just because of that.
I would call him loyal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's loyal to his friends and castmates. He's caring. He's positive. He seems to keep everything positive, I think. And I think he knows people and their emotions well because I think, without giving spoilers, if you can tell, I do watch One Piece. That he kind of knows when to not get involved in something and when to get involved. When, you know, even if he would like to get involved, he won't do that to someone until that someone says, help me. You know, or he knows that there's a true injustice. So I wouldn't call him stupid. I mean, I would call him funny, silly. You know,
I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't either, but
yeah,
that's a lot of people's takes. And I like about Luffy because like when he trusts you and puts trust in you, you have his complete trust. That's his thing, no matter what. Which I can't say for spoiler's sake, but you'll learn that very clearly in an arc further down the line. But yeah,
and it's very adventurous.
Yeah,
right. Like
it's like
they go to different worlds. Different islands,
different worlds, and I would say One Piece is really about the adventure and the journey you take with the Straw Hat Pirates. Than it is to. I mean, the main story is still important, but it's more about the adventures and the memories they make along the way than the story. And so yeah, I'd recommend One Piece.
Yep, absolutely.
And then
the last one?
Yep. This is one of the newer ones that, well, not new now, but new to me that I just found out. Is called Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho. This is a story about, oh wait, I got the paper right here, so you know what? This is a story about the main character who's on the front cover right there, the guy with the green hair. His name is Yusuke Urameshi. And so basically he comes from he's like lives in this small town in Japan, and everyone at his school is afraid of him because he gets into fights a lot. That's his thing. He gets into fights a lot. So everyone at his school is afraid of him because he's basically the best at it, I guess. That's the best explanation I can really give for that. But God, what was I saying?
Well, you can say what happens to him, right?
Yeah,
because
and yeah, it happens.
It's not technically a spoiler because that's what it's about.
I was thinking that, but so basically what it's about is Yusuke, the kid named Yusuke Urameshi, he's the main character, and all his teachers hate him, everyone hates him, basically. And one day he is walking home from school, and there's a kid playing with a soccer ball, but in like a traffic area, so he could get hit by a car. And the kid kicks the ball out into the street, and that makes Yusuke run out and save him, and he dies. He gets run over by a car. and instead of actually fully dying, the spirit world didn't actually expect him to die there. So they are going to give him, he gets a second chance at life on the condition that he uses, I forget what they called it, but it's like they give him like this golden egg, right? And whatever, like if he's a good person, like whatever's in his soul, like if he's a true good person, the thing that emerges will be his second chance at life. Now, if he does anything bad or anything negative, a monster will emerge and eat him alive. Kill him. Basically, fully kill him. And then, obviously, although, would that tell One Piece spoilers, like, would it?
I don't know. What are you going to say? What his what he does, what
Yeah,
his job
what
is.
his-
Yeah,
like,
you can
yeah.
explain his job
Yeah.
without saying who.
Yeah. So basically, he becomes a spirit detective. And so what a spirit detective is like, so because he died and the spirit world gave him the second chance at life, he can see things others can't. Like, he can see if a demon's there or if a demon's controlling a body, like a human body. And so basically he's a spirit detective and he hunts demons. And one of his most iconic moves, or a move that a lot of people know if they've seen the show, is called Spirit Gun. And what he does is he channels all of his spirit energy right into his index finger and then basically shoots it like a gun, like spirit energy. And I have not fully this is the one, other than One Piece, because One Piece is like 1,000 episodes, so obviously I haven't finished it. But other than One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, I haven't fully finished yet. I made it to, if people may or may not know, but I've made it all the way to the final round of the Dark Tournament arc. Can't talk about that for spoiler's sake, but I really like Yu Yu Hakusho. It's really good. And I would recommend it for first time.
So if I was to go out tomorrow
Mhm.
and I was going to buy one of your recommendations,
Yeah.
which one should I buy first?
It depends
On
how long so if you're looking for a shorter story, Yu Yu Hakusho, because Yu Yu Hakusho is the shortest one of the three, and it gets its point across, and it's a good story all the way through and through. Now, Naruto and One Piece, they're like so long, so depending on how committed you are, you probably would just choose this one out of the three, because Naruto, like I said, ran 720 episodes and 72 volumes of manga in its entirety, and One Piece is on over 100 volumes of manga now and over 1,000 episodes, so I don't even know what volume they're on.
Okay.
One Piece is still going.
So this one, what's its name again?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Would be the one I would say,
Yeah.
if you want to try
Mhm.
manga, try that one,
Yeah.
because then it's shorter and it's less. And if you find that you finish that and you really do like it, you
Yeah.
could go on to either Naruto or
Yeah, or
One Piece, which
Yeah.
One Piece is still being
One
made
Piece is the
today.
longest one of the three. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of the most popular, I
Mhm.
think, right?
Yep.
I mean, Naruto is too.
Naruto
but
is too, yeah.
so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. So, there you have it. You have been introduced to 3 mangas and animes. They also are animes that you can watch.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
can just watch the anime if you don't want to read the manga.
If you didn't want to read the mangas, but
Yeah.
like anything, there's more in the manga than there is in the show. So you could do that. And I want to thank William for coming on and sharing his expertise, because again, I do watch One Piece. I don't read the mangas. And I'm not the expert on it. My boy here is.
I came prepared with a Naruto shirt.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he's
That's the character Sasuke I mentioned in Naruto, my Naruto thing.
okay. Yeah, so I never ask for a like or a thumbs up, but if you would be so kind to give a thumbs up and a like for William for doing a great job today on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I hope you're all safe and I hope you're all loved, and hopefully William will come back again to give more expertise. Bye.